Yo, what's up everybody? As I'm sure you're aware, Artifact has 4 different colors. There's red, blue, green and black. Now, red in particular is known for its very particular style. As in, red is all about having the biggest, buffest dudes that can take a lot of damage and also dish out a lot of damage. Although they have a few weaknesses, well, mostly they don't have cards that are that powerful. Despite that, I have actually been having a lot of fun playing a mono red deck. A deck that has only red heroes and only red cards, and it's really just about using that huge initial power to overwhelm your opponent and make it so that they don't really get to play the game at all. It's a very simple deck, and it's honestly not the best deck in the game. I'm not going to pretend that, but it is something that can sometimes just get you a win before your opponent gets to interact with you at all. It's probably the closest to an aggro deck in Artifact, because Artifact doesn't really have aggro decks. The slowest speed, or like the fastest speed in Artifact is really kind of like mid-range, like would be compared to mid-range in other games. But yeah, I've actually been having a lot of fun playing this deck. It's very, very simple. You just slap down some big dudes and run at your opponent, although you still have to make a lot of decisions because you're so limited in your options and so limited in your choices that you really have to be very careful that whenever you make a decision, it is the right one. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the video. I hope you guys enjoy the game. If you do, don't forget to leave a rating. I'll see you guys around. You know, I found the monocolored decks to not be that strong, but I like mono red. You just kind of push a lot of damage. Like you just win all of the early fights. It's kind of sick like that, you know. Works pretty well. Alright. Oh, that's a free colored deck. Yeah, free colors, I don't know how good that is either. Okay. So that's fine. Do we play a Bronze Legionnaire? It's kind of silly. You know what? I think I will actually play a Bronze Legionnaire here. With a bit of luck, the Bronze Legionnaire attacks this. That's alright, that's fine. That works fine. Because, you know, like, Bristleback is actually not that strong. It's not that tanky. We got a little bit unlucky here. Ideally, we want, like, we want to get some kills early, or at least have our heroes fight into their heroes. Because our heroes are the strongest when they are fighting into other heroes. Like, that's where they excel. But we didn't really get that here. Okay, I kind of want to put that in front of the Bristleback. Wait, actually, if I put this over here, it's guaranteed to hit a hero. Okay. We want Ursa to hit a hero, right? And we can put the Ursa into... If we put the Ursa to the right, there's only one possibility, and that is that the Ursa goes in front of the Lycan. So we are guaranteed to hit the Lycan. So if we also nasal goo the Lycan, and then the Ursa hits him, not only do we kill the Lycan, but Lycan will have -3 armor from that point. And that essentially makes him unusable. So let's hope that's, you know, that's how that plays out. Yep. Yeah. That's all really good. Okay. So. Okay, so the first line is kind of looking alright. It's nothing that we really need to worry about. I don't think so. Ogre Conscript. Can we do anything with this? I can just actually like sucker punch this guy, which is not terrible. So I think I'm going to just play the Stonehold Elite in this line. So the Elite doesn't actually do anything, of course. Not yet. But we're running a little tight with mana in this deck anyway. So I just want to kind of like squeeze in everything I can while we can. Okay, so we could sucker punch here. I'm kind of thinking maybe sucker punching here is better though, and he doesn't even get to do anything. But green doesn't really do anything on turn 4. And Nasal Goo is still the strongest play. Because even like the best thing he can do is probably play the little 3 mana dude that swaps positions. Yeah. Oh, he's nasal gooing me. Alright, let's sucker punch here then. I want to keep this bristleback alive. And this way I can kind of, I can probably kill this Timbersaw next turn, restore that armor. That's really what matters. Yeah, Nasal Goo is a bit annoying. It's not the best card, but it's definitely not terrible. Like, the fact that you can just, you know, permanently damage a hero like Bristleback like that is pretty harsh. When just purchase Artifact, is there a way to play it now instead of waiting? No. Do you think Artifact is lackluster to Hearthstone, considering that there are no crazy decks? So I think Artifact right now in its current stage is at the same point that every single card game ever was when they first released their first expand, or like their first set, right? So if you think about it, in Hearthstone, how many sets are currently in rotation? How many cards are currently in play? Is it like 4 or 5? Right? There are a lot of sets that are currently allowed to be played, and there's a new one coming on top of that, right? So like with the new one coming, it's gonna be 5 expansion that are currently in the rotations, right? It's Ongoro, Knights of the Frozen Throne, what is it called? Cobblestone Catacombs, the Witchwood, and the Boomsday Project. So it's actually going to be 6 expansions, all played at the same time. Oh, that is a unhappy liken. So if you think about it that way, and you kind of have to think about it that way. Do I want to get Blink Tag? I kind of want to get the Hourglass. Hourglass is one of those items that has a really big effect. You don't really notice it, but it does. It does have a really, really important effect. Let's put this guy here. The top lane is looking pretty fine. So, Artifact currently only has a single expansion, right? It's only one playset that is currently being played. And that's mostly why it seems like there isn't really that much going on with it. How do you fix that? Time. Like, they will release a new expansion, hopefully soon. I personally hope they release the first expansion in 1 or 2 months. Hey, Bart Wider 007, thank you so much for the sub. Right, I hope they push for that immediately. They need to get that out right away. And then once the first expansion comes in, it's going to be much, much more interesting. And all around, I think the game will be a lot more fun.
Red mist, it makes no difference.
Okay, cool.
Those who oppose the Legion will be destroyed.
Yeah, that's going to be a kill here. I'm glad I got to get rid of this Bristleback. And we can tank up our Legion command a little bit, which is nice. This right here is going to be another kill. But yeah, that's essentially it in my opinion. I think it's really just a matter of, it's currently the base set. The base set is always less interesting. That's just how it is. It's just less cards that are available, less cards in play. And you enable crazy decks and more variety, more interesting strategies once you get to the stage where you just have more stuff in the game, right? And how do you get more stuff in the game? You just gotta put more stuff into the game, right? Like, that sounds really obvious, but yeah, you just gotta put more stuff in, and that's just something that will happen over time. All right, we're gonna go ahead and buff up our Legion command a little bit more.
I need to be ready for anything.
We can carry over initiative into the next round, which is what I'm trying to do here. Because we don't actually have any plays here. I am not going to cast anything on this Bristleback, of course. But the Bristleback will get the kill at least. Oh, by the way, thank you, Boutvider007. Thank you so much for the sub, my dude. Appreciate it very much. Do you think there will be a really big changes, like less pay to play? I really hope so. I expect there to be big changes. Something they already said they're addressing is they're gonna bring a lot more progression to the game soon, which is necessary. They really need to make sure there's more progression. And then, of course, I'm hoping that brings a ladder, and I'm sure they will allow for a larger variety of... and I don't know, I would expect the progression to also include bringing various just general changes to the game regarding the current problems with the monetization. Alright. Okay. That poor Lycan. So I think we're just abandoning the mid lane and we're gonna push the right and the top. We can push a lot in the top. Especially since this Lycan is not gonna be able to actually get anything done. I mean, this Lycan almost just dies to this guy right there. I mean, that's harsh. That is really harsh. Okay. So, well, I think the first thing we do is we put down... It's turn 6. He can coup de grace. So I do think the first thing we do is we put down an Ogre Conscript, just so we have the big body in play. And if he does end up going for a coup de grace, that's fine. I guess that happens, right? But otherwise, I'm gonna healing self this. All right. Did they add casual draft yet? So you don't need a ticket? Yes, that's already in the game. That was actually something they had day one. So that's really good. I'm very happy about that. I know a lot of people are happy about that too. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm healing this Legion Commander. I think I'm just gonna let her die. I really don't think this Legion Commander is gonna do very much for us. Just coming back to my hostel. What is this Ryukon? What happened? Oh, I had to leave for a little bit. I just started streaming again like 10 minutes ago. Are we okay with this? Well, I don't think I can do anything about it. Yeah, I don't think I can keep this alive. So, sure, I guess. It's fine. Like, this guy is gonna keep getting buffed up. We've got pretty big bodies in play, just creep-wise, and we're getting Bristleback into this lane next round. So that seems nice. What is this deck? This is a mono-red deck I've been playing with. It's actually a lot of fun to play. It's much more aggressive than basically anything else that I've seen. It's basically just saying, yo, we're gonna play a bunch of big dudes and kill you. Okay. So, I don't really think those are any good. Am I going for this lane? Nah.
15 seconds remaining.
Nah.
We will become a crushing tide.
I don't think we go for this lane. I don't think there's much of a point.
I defeat my enemies.
Okay, there's the sword. Alright, attack me. Come on, dude. Bring it. Yeah, I don't really want to fight over this lane too much. Because of cheating death. Cheating death is... It's just really annoying to go up against. It does make everything very random. And, yeah. So, I would rather just avoid that. Okay, yeah, no, I'm not really feeling it. It's kind of a shame we don't have this Ursa fighting a lot more. I think the Ursa would actually be performing pretty well. That's alright. I wish I could play this game with all card access. Yeah, okay, so here's something that... if I ever release like a digital card game, you know what I'm doing? Here's how I want to do the monetization for it. I want to do like a subscription-based system where basically it's just pay $5 a month, have all cards. New expansion gets released, yeah, you still get all cards. Right, like you just have them, just have all of them. Right, or other than if you don't want to do that, you just can unlock them regularly, play that. But I personally would love to go, love that, just like $5 a month, have everything. Right, like imagine if there was Artifact Plus. Wouldn't that be great? Wouldn't that be fantastic? I would be super happy about having an Artifact Plus system, which is essentially just $5 a month, get access to everything. Yeah, oh yeah, let's go. That sounds great. I can put down an Ogre Conscript, but I don't really see a reason for it. Do I just like stun here? I mean, I'm mostly just trying to stall. Right? Like we're fighting over this top lane. This is the one that really matters. But right now it's not actually applying any pressure. I don't think I need to crack and shell here. Oh, not crack and shell, but ravage here. Seems like a bit of a waste. But sucks if you only play like one time per month. Well, honestly, if you're playing only once per month, like what do you need all cards for? Like, if you're only playing once a month, what do you need all cards for? That just seems like,
I'm willing to die for what
you
I
know,
believe.
not even necessary because you're not really playing the game. Okay, I'm the Rebellion. And still not enough damage, so I'm not really worried. Like, unless he's pushing lethal, I'm not gonna really ravage here. It seems unnecessary. Can we buy stock of Thinking Bottle? Yes, you can if you're interested. You can send Adam an email. Adam@thinkingbottle. You can also just send me an email if you prefer that. I'll forward you to Adam. What do I do here? So this is all about this top lane, right? Let's get the draw a card. Okay, we put the Legion Commander here. I think what I'm very likely to do here, depending on the spawn. Yeah, I think we just enough magic this. Right? Like, isn't enough magic just beautiful here? It kills those two heroes. Stops him from doing anything. Yeah. Just end this lane right now. Get 2 kills. And push lethal next turn. Okay. So now we ravage here. Oh, wow, I just now realized how OP the locking thing is. Oh, it's incredible. This card is so good. While I was in the meeting, I was kind of playing a little bit of Artifact on the side. You know, just kind of doing a little bit. And, don't worry, I can pay attention to 2 things. But, what I ran into, I had a game where, like, both of us had 3 of these in play, and we were just locking all cards. Like, everything was locked the entire game. It was crazy. Okay, let's do a Ravage. Oh, we didn't get that one, but that's fine. That is still a massive Ravage. Holy shit. Yeah, he's not pushing lethal this turn, and that's what we care about, right? Like, just keep delaying, just keep delaying, just keep delaying. Alright, nice. 1 damage. Good try. He is keeping initiative, though. Since you are, like, since he's keeping initiative, I can actually just kind of do this. Yeah, I'm not going for a big lethal here, am I? I feel like I could have, should have. Possibly would have been a better play. Like, imagine I had put down an Ogre Conscript over there. Because I've had this Ogre Conscript for a while now, and it's not actually been doing anything. Okay, let's put the Bristle back into the top. But if everything goes well, we just win the game right now. I don't know what he can really have as green that saves him here. Alright, we have Time of Triumph. That should easily secure it.
We must protect the
No, that doesn't do anything. Okay, let's draw a card really quick. Clear the deck. Yeah, we have a bunch of these. These are not that great. It's just, you know, if you play mono red, you don't have that many great choices. This is probably more damage. Yeah, we're at 32 now. I can't even get this guy to attack the tower. So yeah, I mean, unless he's got something, this is over, right? Oh, there's the rebel decoy. Well, we're still killing, so I'm just gonna let him do his thing. Like, so far I see no reason to do anything, because we're still getting the kill. I mean, the locking thing is OP if you're really attentive to what cards are played from what spawn in his hand, would then allow you to estimate the cost of cards in his hand. I don't know if... I don't know how that... So does card order in hand not correspond to low, high / mana cost? No, it doesn't correspond to that. It corresponds to what turn they were drawn in, and you know that anyway. So yeah, this right here was, by the way, like a pretty perfect, like, mono-red game. Like, this is how this is supposed to go. It's kind of just a little bit overwhelming at times, right? Like, what could he have done? He just kind of get locked out by the immediate pressure. Although it did last quite a few turns. That was like 9 turns or something.